everyone, welcome back to my channel. Josephine here. Today's video is going to be a tag video. I was tagged by Chris over on Fragmental channel to share with you my 4 scents that have shaped kind of my fragrance journey. So if you're interested in seeing what these scents are, then please keep watching. Before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any videos. Okay, so the first fragrance that I want to share with you is a perfume that I used to wear back in high school, and it is Pink Sugar by AQUOLINA. Now, I'm not going to lie, I purchased this fragrance just for this video because I haven't worn this in 12 years, at least 12 years. So this perfume is your super sweet, sugary, girly girl fragrance. And the reason why I included it in this tag is because it has sort of shaped part of my fragrance journey. So I remember smelling this perfume on one of my friends in high school, and I was like, oh, this is amazing, like there's an insane sillage on this. And I remember also all the boys saying, oh, this girl smells so good. So I was like, okay, I need to get my hands on a bottle of this scent. And so we went on a field trip to Paris with the school, and that was the only place at the time where you could get it. So I got my hands on it, and I just remember wearing this from the age 14 to 16 every day. I loved this fragrance, and I loved it so much because it was really sweet, it was addictive. This perfume smells like burnt cotton candy. It's just very indulgent, super sweet. There's nothing that is very complex about it. It's pretty linear, in fact. But I just adored it, and it was my teenage scent. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because it really has kind of made me fall in love with gourmand fragrances. Before this perfume, I used to wear scents that were light, fresh, a little bit innocent, that weren't too in your face. This one was very much in your face. And it actually almost has a bit of a sickly feel if you spray too much. You can get a bit nauseous. That is like how potent it is. Anyways, because of this perfume, I went on to purchasing lots of gourmand fragrances, and the first one that I ended up purchasing as a result of smelling this fragrance was Viktor & Rolf's Flower Bomb, and that was the scent that I used to wear from maybe ages 16 to 18 in high school, and then I wore it a little bit as well up until university. But anyhow, Pink Sugar made me purchase more into the gourmand category, but at the same time it made me fall out of love with the category because it was so potent, because it was so sweet, sickly, saturated. So this is an interesting one, and when I first opened it after, what, 12 years of wearing and smelling it, it immediately drew me back to high school. I also remember a very specific moment in time when I went with a bunch of girlfriends to the mountains skiing for a weekend, and it was the first weekend without the parents. We were a little bit grown up, and I don't know, it just brings back a lot of good memories. So that was Pink Sugar by AQUOLINA. The next fragrance is also a scent that I used to wear throughout high school, maybe when I was a little older, and also university. It's the Deep Red by HUGO Boss. Again, this fragrance I purchased for this video, and I'm so glad I did because it is such a wonderful scent, and I haven't seen many people talk about it. So this perfume, I actually stole the idea from my mom because she used to wear this fragrance. I loved it. So this was the first perfume that was quite mature. So I talked about AQUOLINA before, that was like very sweet, girly girl, very juvenile. And the other scents that I used to wear were lighter, more citrusy, a bit more transparent and fresh. But I didn't have anything like Deep Red by HUGO Boss. This was really sexy. It just made me feel very confident, and this was 100% my nighttime clubbing scent and going out scent, and it just made me feel really mature. I felt like I was older than my age. You know when you're a teenager and you try to like act grown up? That was my way of acting grown up. And yeah, I just have all these insane memories attached to this. Going out with my friends, dancing, loving the music, and even wearing it throughout university. it is such a nice scent, guys. And I will 100% wear this today. I'm so glad it's back in my perfume collection because this is such a great perfume. It's really sexy, as I said. So the notes in here are kind of, there's a bunch of different things. There's some like blood orange, there's sandalwood, cedarwood, there's a bit of vanilla, but what was interesting to me was this woodsy base. It's also a little bit floral. That just makes it quite sensual and simply different than what I had. So that was Deep Red by Hugo Boss. And then the third perfume is one that I discovered when I was in perfumery school in Versailles near Paris. And I used to get really into fragrances and was very much open to exploring different perfumes that I had initially. And I remember being in either Galeries Lafayette or Le Bon Marché, and I was in the niche section for some reason, and at the Tom Ford counter. Now, this is a similar story than Chris over on Fragmental, because this fragrance, this Tom Ford perfume, is what got me into niche. This fragrance is JASMIN ROUGE by Tom Ford. Oh guys, when I first smelled this perfume, I was just, my mind was blown away. I was hypnotized by the scent. I was very much into floral fragrances at the time, like specifically jasmine scents. I love them, white florals. It's just like, it was my comforting scent. And since this is a jasmine scent, I just loved it. And it's a bit smoky, it's really sexy, has a bit of like a smoky tea accord in here. And it was an overall amazing fragrance that I had never smelled anything like this before. So I remember when I was in the store, I wanted to get it. And it was kind of like this impulse buy. I didn't wait for it like I do now. I tested it a couple of months and then I'll see whether it's worth the investment or not. No. This was an impulse buy. And I remember looking at the price tag and I was like, oh my god, this is so expensive. It was probably around like 180 or 200 euros at the time. And I was thinking to myself, why would someone spend that much money on a fragrance? This is a lot of money. And well, what do you know? I ended up spending my money on this fragrance. And I remember after, when I ended up buying niche fragrances, I would always go back to this one and be like, no, but my money's justified. Like, I know this is expensive, but it just makes me super happy. So that's when I made the choice to buy fragrance instead of clothes. That's where my money went, and any of my savings still to this day. So JASMIN ROUGE is really what opened the world of niche perfumery for me, and I still adore this scent today, and I still wear it today. And the last scent, again, this fragrance has a special place in my heart as well. This perfume reminds me of, again, when I was in perfumery school, we were being trained on raw materials recognition, we were being trained on naturals, but also synthetic ingredients. And I remember one time in class smelling ambroxan, which is a synthetic ingredient, and falling absolutely head over heels for this scent. It was so incredibly addictive to me, and I remember just putting the vial on my skin and using it as a fragrance and thinking, I shouldn't be doing this, and also I won't have anything else to practice for my exams. Anyways, I was like, oh, it would be amazing if there was just a fragrance that had a single note of ambroxan, because there are tons of perfumes that have ambroxan in it. There's Le Mal by Jean-Paul Gaultier, there's also AQUOLINA by Armani, so there's these iconic fragrances that have a ton of ambroxan, including Sauvage by Dior. Not my favorite, but that will be a topic for something else. But anyways, ambroxan is, for me, the most beautiful synthetic ingredient in perfumery, and one that I will never fall out of love with. Fast forward a couple of years, I was in store, either in London or somewhere in Paris, I discovered ESCENTRIC molecules, and specifically molecule 2. And when I discovered this scent, I was like, oh my goodness, yes! I found a perfume that has ambroxan, just ambroxan. Note, this is molecule 2, not ESCENTRIC 2, because ESCENTRIC 2 is kind of a composition around ambroxan, so it's a fragrance that includes also other notes. Molecule 2 is purely ambroxan. And this is actually my second bottle, which is very rare for me because I have a lot of perfumes and I test a lot of samples, so I very rarely get through a fragrance. This is a second bottle. And this perfume is really my go-to scent if, for example, on the weekends, if I don't want to, if I want to smell nice but not too in your face and just smell clean and very casual, I'll wear this. If I want to go to the gym, I'll wear this. If I want to layer something with another scent and make it feel a bit more sexy, a little bit cooling, I'll wear this. So this is a very versatile scent and one that I will love forever and ever. So those were my 4 fragrances that have shaped my fragrance journey. I'm sure there will be many more to come. This is just the beginning of the fragrance journey. Anyways, I will be tagging 3 other fragrance reviewers. The first one is Clemence from Clemence CC Fragance. The second one is Benjamin from Sentitar. And the third one is Perfume Realm. I'll link all their channels down below in the description box so you can check them out. But guys, you are tagged. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun doing it, and thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon in the next video.